Hello everyone. On today, we'll be making some candles. So to start out, we'll be using 2 glasses. They're like an iridescent, really beautiful. I looked up on these 2 at Dollar Tree. I also have some candlesticks that I got from Amazon. I happened to buy a case of 24 for $29.99. So we'll be using a couple of those today because you can't find anything in Dollar Tree these days. I also have some gems that I've had forever. I got them from Dollar Tree way back in the spring. So we're going to use those today. I also purchased some other gems in like an iridescence, and they come in 3 different shapes. One is like an octagon, one is a triangle, and the other one is like an oval shape. And I just want to take one out the package to show you what they look like. The iridescence is really, really beautiful. Now, I don't know how we're going to use these, but we're going to use this on our candle that we're making tonight. We'll also be using Gorilla glue sticks in the clear because that's a strong adhesive and we want it to stay. And I have my mirror reflective paint. So the first thing I want to do today is take my mirror reflective paint outside and I'm going to spray my candlesticks. And I'll probably give them 2 coats and let them dry, and when I come back, we'll be ready for the next step. Okay, I'm back and my candle holders are dry. They have the reflective paint on it and it turned out really well. So next I'm going to take my glasses or my candle holders, and I have already removed the sticky label from the bottom. And now I'm just using some alcohol to remove any extra glue or paper residue from the bottom of the glass. On my candle holders, when I painted them, I was careful not to get paint on the top side. So I flipped them upside down to paint them. Now we're ready to add our Gorilla Glue to the top side, and it should adhere easily because there is no paint. I'm going to also add a bead or a few beads of hot glue to help it adhere faster. You want to make sure that you center the glass on the candle holder and hold until it sets. And they're beautiful already, but we're not going to stop here. We're going to embellish a little further. Like I said, we have iridescence. We have several different styles, but we're going to try, I'm thinking the teardrops. Let's try using the teardrops. Let's see what they look like here. I'm not sure. We can use the pink and we can use the iridescent teardrops. Let's just use the teardrops. And let's use them on the bottom. I think they'll go well at the bottom. We'll just use them at the bottom. Okay, since I decided on the teardrop, we're going to use a bead of glue and then add the teardrop. Okay, I'm just going to continue adding these teardrops, and to save time, I'm going to do this off camera, and when I come back, I'll have the teardrops added to the bottom of both candle holders. Okay, I've added all the rhinestones to the bottom of the candle holders, and it turned out really beautiful. But let's take it up a notch. I was going through my things and I found some chain bling. And I'm like, oh, this will work great on the candles. So what I want to do is add that chain bling around the middle where the glass and the candle holder meet. And I think that would be really pretty. And this is what it looks like. What do you guys think? I know. I think this will be beautiful. And let's see, we might add some also around the top. But let's get it around the bottom. So I'm just going to add a little Gorilla Glue to this piece of plastic. And then I'm going to take a stick with a point, and I'm going to dip it in the Gorilla Glue and use the stick as an applicator to put the glue just around the corner. You don't want to put a lot, just enough, because you don't want glue everywhere. So I'm just using the stick, as you can see, and putting it just where the bling wrap will be. So I'm just going to keep adding my glue and pressing down to adhere my chain. I'm going to continue gluing my chain around the candle holder, and when I'm done, we will do the next one off camera, but this is how this one turned out. Absolutely beautiful. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, while I was off camera, I finished up the wrap around the middle, but I also came with another idea. So let's do it together. I did the one off camera, but we're going to do this together. So what I did was took my glue and I went from the top on an angle, and I'm just putting a bead of that glue. And then I'm going to take the chain wrap and go in that same order, that same angle. And that's how I got that look. So we're going to continue doing that until we finish. Okay, I'm looking at my candle holder. That part is done, and still we can embellish a little bit more. So I'm going to take my smaller iridescent rhinestones, and I'm going to add it right at the bottom. Well, actually it's the middle of the bottom. There's like a little groove. So we're going to put a little bead of glue, and we're going to place it right in the middle of that groove. And we're just going to go around both of the glasses. Now, if your glue gets a little messy, you just take a Q-tip along with your alcohol, and you can clean up any glue that you might have stuck on your project. Now make sure when you're gluing on these smaller gems that you're taking care with the hot glue, because you can burn yourself, and that's not a great feeling. And for this project today, we're going to be using an old charger plate that I had laying around. We're going to use that, as well as a mirror, an 8-inch mirror that I got from Party City. And the 8-inch mirror is going to cover up the damage that is on the plate. Next, we'll be using some Mardi Gras beads. I also got them from Party City. We may or may not use those, as well as some bling wrap from Dollar Tree I had around. And I have my silver and gold vase fillers. We'll be using those today. I got those from Dollar Tree. And from my last project, we used the iridescent jewels that I got from Amazon in various sizes. So we're going to use a few of those today. I have some 2.5 or 2-inch mirrors tiles that I used on another project. We'll use them. I have my hot glue gun, and we'll probably use Gorilla Glue as well as some craft glue. And this glue also came from Dollar Tree. So we're going to take our charger plate and our 2-inch mirrors, and we're going to lay out our design. So what I did was took one and put one at the top, one at the bottom, one on each side, and then I put one in the middle of each, which gave me my design. You want to also eyeball them to make sure they are evenly distanced, or you can use a measuring tape to make sure that they're evenly distanced. And you're going to take your Gorilla Glue and glue them down. Once all your 2-inch mirrors are glued down firmly on your plate, you want to take your vase fillers, put them in the middle of the plate, and then take your clear craft glue and add it around the plate. I used a popsicle stick to spread the glue around the outside of the plate. You don't have to use the same glue that I use, the craft glue. Initially, I was going to use the hot glue, but I thought it might be a little messy. That's why I chose this one. But you can use any kind of glue that you would like. This is just what I chose. While spreading your glue, you want to take care that you don't get any on the mirrors. And once all your glue is spreaded out, you want to begin laying your balls on top of the glue. Now they do come in various sizes, so you want to make sure that you're not putting all the same size together. Also, it comes in colors, and you don't want to put all your gold or your silver together. You want to mix it up a little bit, and you want to press down firmly into the glue. Use the smaller beads to fill in any spaces that may be open or cover up your mirrors in the process. Once you've added all your balls to the plate and pressed them down firmly, you want to wait 2 to 3 hours to give the glue a chance to dry. Okay, I took the larger stones and I laid them out in my design. I didn't have quite enough, so I decided to add another size stone in between. So every 3 stones, I added the smaller stone. Now I'm using my glue gun and I'm doing small sections at a time, gluing the stones to the mirror. Once again, this will take some time, so I'm going to continue doing this off camera to save time. Now looking at my design, once all of my iridescent pieces was down, I decided I wanted to bring in a little more of that iridescence color of pink. So I took the smaller pink stones that I had and filled in any space around the edge of the plate where the iridescence didn't meet. And here is my finished product. I think the plate turned out absolutely beautiful. You could use this plate sitting like I have here on a stand, or you can hang it on your wall. Many options for it. And here is my candles. I think that they turned out lovely as well. And if you guys have enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give me a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, thank you for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.